Mira. No. Mira. No. Mira. No. Mira. No. Mira. No.
It's Week 14 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Raiders.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Rodgers. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 4 and 8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Rodgers, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it.
And this is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had byes.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Singletary again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Raiders defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this group. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Hey, you block over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Hooper on the short connection. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard. That something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here's Rodgers. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, 49 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
26.
To throw is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Breaks through the contact. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's second and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins again. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down to the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. First down, here's Cousins. Blitz again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we hit halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the...
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
so
field.
That challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. 2nd down, Cousins. Now he steps away, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devin Duvernay from 3 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Face mask. Defense.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, stick 26.
Now Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackmon's got it. Vikings are going to get the ball. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before
No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 359. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 115. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. Flip it down. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. Flip it down. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. Flip it down. No, no, no. No, no, no. Flip it down. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399. No, no, no. 399.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get this to about the 38. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, to fine instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Herbert on 1st down now. This is swung out to Eckler. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Henley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. (7-7), our score after 1.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers.
That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's caught by Myers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back north.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Here's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This 2nd and 4.
Moment to try. Hey, go Lion, go. Hey, Ray. Let's go.
Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Meanwhile, Rodgers, and this throw brought in here by Miller.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Eckler now between the tackles. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly
exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man is Tucker. What a spin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram.
Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Anthony Schwartz, 42 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Jacobs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Adams the man in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Open man is Myers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Rodgers.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A third quarter now and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Kaplan. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Up the middle with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the give, this is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, 88.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenneth Murray in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 74 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Go. Hey, Ray.
Herbert going to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes second down.
Home to try. 5-9, 5-9.
Now Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
59, 59. 12, 12.
Throwing, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Herbert.
And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Yeah, this. 399.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st down.
Rodgers to throw.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football.